Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope the day is going phenomenal. Just leaving my mentors and entrepreneurs. We just had a meeting tonight. But, while I was over there, I was, something was telling me to go to YouTube while I was over there, and I definitely went to YouTube and I found a video of China McClain. Now, I've been obviously following China McClain since she was in Disney as a little girl, now as an adult. And she's doing wonderful things right now, especially because now she's following Christ, and she's at that top of that level where she's at. Her position is pretty high in the industry, and so she's still talking about Christ. She's not compromising anything. She's publicly talking about just her love she has for Christ and her belief. And man, it's so inspiring because there are so many people that say they love Christ, but when they start to venture into, acting or music or fashion or anything that has to do with industry work, to where they're capable of becoming a celebrity or they have this status, God is out the window now.
I can't believe you fell for the oldest trick in the book. What a goof.
So they're not even thinking about God. And if they are thinking about God, they're not talking about God. And God talks about, you say you love me, but you love me with your words, but your heart is so far from me. And that is just so true. We always talk about God with our words, but our hearts are so far from him to where we don't even want to show it because we are so concerned about what other people may think about our relationship with him. And God also talks about, man, if you deny me on earth in front of man, I'm going to deny you in heaven in front of my Father.
Who you, Lo?
And I'm telling you guys, man, this video inspired me, and I'm continuing the video because I got to the meeting, so I had to stop the video because I didn't finish it. But I continued the video, and she talks about how well, first of all, the show Black Lightning has, this will be the last season. I have never watched the show, but it's done. They just unexpectedly got the news that they're finishing the season up. But she already was done with it. Like, she was already going to announce that this will be her last. Well, I don't think she was going to do that. She already pretty much said that in writing that I'm only going to do a certain amount of shows. Sorry about that. I'm driving, guys. But season, it ended. She was like, basically what I really want to tell you guys is all of this is an illusion. None of this matters anyway if it's not for God, and if it's really not moving towards Christ, none of this matters. Like, if you guys ever watched the movie, oh man, there's so many movies out there that's just like that, but I want to give you a great movie to really go to look at. I guess Pleasantville. It's a movie called Pleasantville. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to see it because it's a message behind it. And it's also a message of what I want to talk about, why I brought that movie up. Is because in that movie, everything is just so in order. Like, it's so in order. And I just dropped my phone. Sorry, guys, I just dropped my phone. But, yeah, the movie Pleasantville is so in order to the point where, and it's like perfect, like perfection. It's like the movie of heavens, because there is nothing perfect on earth. But in this episode, or this movie, which is an episode, it's called Pleasantville. It's like this town to where everything's just perfect. Like, they go to the gym, nobody misses a shot, like, ever.
Pleasantville, you can't miss.
If you miss a shot, everybody stops and look at you like, what the heck just happened? Like, what just happened? If you color or write or paint outside of the lines, it's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. Nobody does that. in this show, it's just black and white. There was no colors in this show. If you even think about something outside of everybody else's thought process, you're just, what is going on? And when you do things that are different, guess what it does to this Pleasantville movie? Inside of this movie, if you think different, I can't even speak right. Do different. Colors start to happen. Like roses start to come back to their natural color, like to the rose of red, you know what I mean? Grass starts to turn green. And it's just different. And so the point of this is, when you really find Christ and you actually are living for Christ, you're going to start to think different. You're going to start to kind of have not a necessarily bad taste in your mouth, but you're going to want to start to move differently from the rest. You don't want to usually do what you were doing before, because you're now living for Christ. You have that discernment. So that Spirit is speaking to you to the point to where what you were doing currently is not what you want to do in a futuristic term. You now want to start to change and do different. You're asking God, like, please formulate this so I can understand it more. Coming to my house is dark, I'm black, and it's dark. It's dark, I'm black, and it's dark. But you want him to, formulate it to a point to where you can understand it better. And so she's at that point now to where she's in the industry and she's saying, none of this matters. Like, I'm not compromising anything. Like, if I lost all of this and I went back to how I used to live, if me and my family was in the ditches, like picking up trash to make ink, like to make money, then that's what it is. I don't care about being a multimillionaire. I don't care about all of this stuff because she lives in a mansion. I don't care. Because it's great, because honestly, God says he's preparing rooms for us. So nothing on this earth is, like, we can't take it with us when we die. So a lot of people are living this life like it's the only life. And that's it. They're not thinking about afterlife. They're not thinking about it. They're just thinking about this life and what can I do on this life? What can I build for this life? But they're not thinking about afterlife. They're not thinking about that. They don't even care. I'm not saying everybody, but most don't. And so I just want to this will be the video that I saw. I'm actually going to add it into this talk that I shouldn't even been talking this long. It wasn't supposed to be this long. But I'm going to show you guys just this clip of her video. And I think it was just amazing. Hopefully you take something away from this video and really get right, man. I'm speaking to all Christians, man. If you really call yourself a Christian and what you're doing right now, and it's on a great level, or even if it's on a lower level and you want to kind of really get your way up to fighting for Christ, but doing it his way right now, reading the book. Where's the book at? It's in my backpack. It's a book from, my hopefully soon to be mentor speech. He asked me to read this book. And the book is obviously, it talks about what is success, how to be successful God's way. Because there's so many people that wrote so many books about how to be successful, but all they're doing is chasing money. But when it comes to Christians, there's certain things that we have to sacrifice too, and that's not to conform to societal ways. We have to stay in alignment. We have to understand and follow our Christ no matter what. We have to give up some things. We have to say no to some things because we can't compromise. And we have to do it in a God's way. And I love that China is on that path. She's giving up whatever she needs to give up. She's not sacrificing certain things, which is her faith. But she's also not compromising anything or what she believes in. And she doesn't care about everything that she's gained because she knows her true future is in heaven with the Father. So here goes the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I love you guys. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and I'll talk to you in a bit. And please comment on below on what you think about this video after you watch it, and really take it in. Don't be distracted. Don't go over here. Don't go over there. Don't check your phone. Just tune into the video, watch it, take away some things, and comment below on what your thoughts are.
So there's something that I want to tell you. For those of you who haven't heard, and if you haven't heard, I'm sorry, but this season that we're filming of Black Lightning now is going to be the last season of the show. I didn't find that out until yesterday. I found out with everybody else. I didn't know. But what I did know and have known, along with the rest of the cast, since before we even started shooting this season, is that I am leaving the show and was leaving the show. This was going to be my last season, regardless of if it went on or not. For different reasons that, to be honest, I don't want to go into. I just want y'all to trust me on it. I didn't want to tell you until I had to. Now with this news breaking, I thought it would be the right time. But I knew I was going to have to tell you at some point because I only agreed to do a certain number of episodes. So I'm not in the whole season. And obviously y'all were going to notice that, given the fact that I've been in every episode in the past 3 seasons. There's been a lot to happen over this quarantine. And I'm not talking about the PC side of it. I'm not talking about that. These things are real. These people that are dying. And the way of the world now. It's real. And all this is an illusion. It's an illusion. This industry, for what it is, and everything that people look to and praise, it's not important. God is moving me in more than one way than just this show. It's bigger than this show. I'm doing God's work now. And I'm not doing anything else. Just gonna put it plainly. I'm not leaving because I had a terrible time working at the CW. I like the CW. I like Mark Pedowitz. I like Peter Roth. Greg Berlanti. I love Celine. I always will. He gets it. And people that actually know me, not people that I've just spent a lot of time around filming, but people that know me, they know why I make the decisions that I make. And they also know that I never make a single one of them to hurt anyone or affect anybody negatively. But I am doing God's work now. And that is all I'm doing. I don't know why I was wasting time before. The reason why I started my production company is not to start making moves. I have not played the game well when it comes to the standards of this industry. God is the only reason why I am where I am right now. Because he leads me where he wants me to go, and I follow him. And at times I resist him. And those are the times that I regret. Not now. Not right now. I know y'all are probably confused as to why I'm crying. There's other stuff surrounding me leaving the show and the news and everything that we all received yesterday. I'm trying to deal with it. But I'm not crying because I regret leaving. I'm really not. I would have regretted staying. Because he's moving me. And when he calls, I'm gonna follow. I don't care where he leads me. I don't care if it's in the middle of Timbuktu somewhere, living off of a couple pennies and a dime for the rest of my life with my family doing missionary work. I don't care where it is. I would leave all of this behind. And I've just made it to this point in my life now. I've just made it here during this quarantine. Everything that I learned and everything that he taught me and all of the spiritual journeys he led me on. It brought me to this decision. And I'm sorry if you guys are sad. I know it's a lot to take in. But just know that things are changing. Things are different now. It's not about this industry and about all of these things that people think are so important. It's not about those things. There's only one truth. And I'm gonna live in that truth until I die. I don't care how anybody feels about it at this point. I've made my decision. I've learned a lot on this show, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm taking a few relationships, personal relationships, only a few, away from it. But to our crew, thank you to our crew. I love our crew. I can't list you all, but thank you for everything that you've done for this show. And for being good to me. Thank you. And I've tried my very best. Y'all know I've tried my best these past 3 seasons to be good to y'all. I've tried to be good to everybody on that show. I'm sure some of you have noticed that over this time to where we've been quarantined, I've started talking about things, making videos that I didn't usually make, talking about certain things that I deal with and how I get through it, talking about God, having some tough conversations with you guys, just because it's been put on my heart to say these things. And I want to take that same energy over into my movies. I'm creating things now for y'all. That's not to get a check. I've never made decisions based off of money. My family never has. It's not to get a check. It's to teach y'all something or to show you new avenues that entertainment doesn't show y'all right now. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like, movies are great. TV is great. Representation is important. But we need the spirit again in these projects. I don't know where it's gone. I can only pinpoint a few now. And the rest of them hurt me to watch. The world is the way that it is right now, but a lot of people be saying they want change, but I'm ready for change. I'm ready for things to change. And I want to help. I'm done teeny bopping around here. It's not about making the best next move. It's not about me. I don't care. I don't even care about that anymore. I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of the good. And if I'm not currently really a part of it, not just kind of sitting in one place, but helping push it forward, I don't know what I'm doing here. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Thank y'all for supporting the show. I hope you took some genuinely good things from it. Some good moments. I hope that you did. And congratulations to Salim and Jordan. Jordan, who plays Painkiller on the show, just got a spinoff. Y'all, please support him in that. God did that for him. And he's gonna do great. I know it. Please embrace him with open arms and support him. The show's gonna be great. This chapter in my life is closing. I'm so excited for what's next. I'm excited. I've never felt more awake in my life. When you're wide awake, you're more aware that things hurt you more. But you know, that's okay. Because I'd rather be awake. I'd rather live my life awake and understanding what the truth is. Because there's only one. There's only one truth. I'm gonna live in it for the rest of my life. However long I have. And nobody's gonna stop me at this point. I've made my decision. So. Thank y'all. Thanks for listening to me. And y'all will know when these things start coming out of me. You'll know. I'll let y'all know. I think it's gonna help. I'm so excited. I love you guys. You'll see me soon.